A pheromone is a natural chemical signal, and it's what insects use to communicate with each other. So once we know and isolate what that pheromone chemical is, we can target a specific pest. So for the example of the sex pheromone, if we know what that sex pheromone is, the female one, we place into a trap. Essentially the males think they're being sent a signal for mating, but essentially they're being attracted away from the females and actually into a trap. Once we know what this pheromone is and we characterize it, we then make it in a synthetic lab.
I can be described as a macromolecules. I've made hundreds of molecules over a few decades of experience.
Pesticides themselves are needing tons to be applied per hectare, where our pheromones differ, where they're very highly specific as an advantage, and how they're actually used in the field is only very small quantities. So we're looking at milligram quantities. So from that chemical pesticides, which were used in tons, the actual pheromones needed for that same area, you're only looking at grams.
The process of making a pheromone is far more difficult than just sticking bits together. And most of our compounds are maybe up to 15 different transformations, and sometimes in quite low yield as well. But we are also interested in making tens of grams, hundreds of grams, and hopefully and eventually in the kilogram range.
And we were able to see that there were these high value pheromones that aren't available on the markets, and we saw a real opportunity to get them out there and to be able to benefit the farmer and grower. It was Shake that really helped us get going, so we went through initially an intense 3-4 month training program with them. So it's a way we can reduce our chemical inputs by using our pheromones, reduce the actual greenhouse gases that are being produced from chemical pesticides, and also reducing the on-farm fuel usage as well as the transportation. So our chemical pheromones are much more sustainable in that way.